Oh there, buddy. You're not free to leave yet. You're actually detained. And I'm Nick Madison. I wanted to talk to you about some really important things that's been going on. Obviously, this isn't a traffic stop, or else you see the blue light special behind me, the berries. And I know that's the entertaining part of why we cop watch, but there's some bigger fish to fry. I've been really busy with research and going to public hearings, city council meetings, making phone calls, and general Dick Tracy stuff, I guess you'd say. I've been researching city ordinances that go back to 1958, and then they somehow just skip up to 2005. It's almost like everything was great as far as the laws and ordinance goes. And now, you've probably seen it in your own city where the administration of the city of the business of the township is over. It's over budget, especially on their general fund, which is dedicated to payments and things like that. What they, how they get paid, their payroll. Right now, I'm heading over to a gal's house whose child had run away from home out of frustration, and it's what kids do. They run away sometimes, and they didn't get far. He went across the street with my longboard. He broke into my car, got my longboard, and really wasn't even a quarter mile away from home. Very, safe and sound. He made it home that night. The officer was there to. The officer took him home, and was just standing there when I got there with this little flashlight on the little guy, just in such a manner that was hostile, and it was like crazy. Was really hostile, and it was just out of control. I'm gonna ask for permission to show the video, because it's unbelievable. And I don't know. I met with the chief of police, second meeting. I didn't record that one out of respect, because it was like the first time I met with him. He was like, I bet you're recording this right now. It was like, I didn't answer it, but it's obvious. If I'm an auditor and a journalist, then that's what I'm going to do. But it's the things that I'm hearing from the city manager. I met with him today. It's like you use verbiage in your codes that state that you perform local background checks, and I got some clarification on that. What that means is they don't go outside of this jurisdiction when they do the research. So it appears as if we're kind of the catch-all for misfits, whomever has been discharged from their services. They get a mulligan. And boy, we got to go beyond the audits. We've got to go, beyond the traffic stops and the cop watching. We got to go to city council meetings. There's nobody attending the city council meetings except for myself and maybe one other resident. And we got to get people more involved somehow. I'm trying to think about different methodologies to make that make more enticing for people to show up. I mean, it's not enticing enough to tell them that if you show up and you raise your concerns about the things that I'm interested in, especially like rent and the cost of living that goes along with being a resident. We're being affected. There's no resources. Any of the resources for this young boy have already been utilized or attempted to be utilized. And I don't see a charge for breaking, or theft or anything like that, because what? They returned my longboard. He returned my longboard, so therefore he has, they dropped that charge in particular. Well, it's like he returned home, so I guess he didn't really run away. And there's a claim of assault on a little girl, which, from the story being told, is basically this kid had
they were playing a game of some kind. So I don't understand what could possibly, why they could possibly be continuing to press charges, especially if the parents of the child didn't pursue any sort of civil lawsuits, and in fact they wanted to just talk with the parents of the kiddos. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense why the state of Idaho would want to prosecute a child for rough and tumble play. It's beyond me. And I get it, and I explain a lot of that in my meeting with the city manager. Yeah, it's just look a little bit deeper into the words that are being used in city council. I'll be updating a lot of that information. Uploading it, so you have a little bit more context. I hope I'm not rambling. I know this isn't a traffic stop, but you're still detained. But I really want to thank San Joaquin Valley for putting me on the map, because without him I wouldn't be really getting as far as I am currently, and the positivity that I feel internally. It's just, man, it feels good to know that I'm doing a good job. I know I haven't been on posting, but I've been gathering content like crazy. I've got audio recording, video recording. I was trespassed from the police department parking lot, and I just know that there's more to be found, and I know you'll find some more information outside of bothering the police company. So, and thanks for the support, Sam Joaquin. Thank you, brother. Sorry I've been missing, but I've been putting my work in. You guys will see. Thanks.